What if I told you that governments have mastered a financial trick so powerful, so profitable, and so deceptively simple, that it can create the illusion of national wealth overnight, while silently stealing the real wealth from millions of citizens? A trick that has rewritten history, collapsed empires, reshaped global power, and continues right now to drain the value of every paycheck, every savings account, and every future dream you think you control. Because when governments print wealth, someone has to absorb the loss, and that someone is almost always you. But how did this system begin? Who designed it? Why does it keep repeating over and over across centuries? Today we uncover the hidden cycle governments don't want you to understand. Section 1, Setting the Stage, History plus Mystery. To understand today's crisis, we must go back to a time when money wasn't just paper. It was trust. For centuries, rulers and governments faced a major problem. They wanted to expand wars, build empires, and fund enormous projects, but they rarely had enough gold or silver to pay for it. So they turned to the next best thing, printing promises. But these weren't ordinary promises. These were claims backed by power, not value. They sparked revolutions, bank runs, and currency collapses. From the Roman Empire, clipping coins, to revolutionary France printing assignats, to Weimar, Germany, running its presses day and night. The same pattern has played out for 2,000 years. And lurking in the background every time was the same unanswered question. Who pays the price when governments decide to print? Section 2. Origins of the modern system. The modern era of printing wealth began in 1971. Nixon removes the dollar's gold backing. The world's currencies float freely for the first time, and suddenly, money can be created without limit. Central banks discover a new power. They can stimulate, rescue, inflate, manipulate, all with the tap of a keyboard. But every new dollar created has a cost. It dilutes the value of the dollars already in your pocket, and this is where the illusion begins. Governments call it growth, economists call it policy. Citizens experience it as rising prices, shrinking savings, and wages that never catch up. Section 3. The Rise. How printed wealth becomes real loss. The cycle always begins quietly. Step 1. Government overspends. Step 2. Politicians avoid raising taxes and popular. Step 3. They borrow instead quiet. Step 4. Debt becomes too large, dangerous. Step 5. Central bank prints money to support the economy disguised. Everything looks stable at first, but the hidden cost spreads like smoke. Groceries creep upward. Rent outpaces income savings, lose purchasing power, investments become a necessity, not a choice. The middle class shrinks. Printing wealth creates winners, banks, governments, asset owners, and losers, wage earners, savers, retirees, renters. Section 4. The breaking point. The crisis emerges when printed wealth can no longer hide the real loss. We saw it in 2008, trillions printed to rescue banks. 2020 to 2021, the fastest money creation in U.S. history. 2022 to 2023, highest inflation in 4 decades. Countries like Argentina, Turkey, Lebanon hitting breaking points. Consumers think prices rise naturally. But the truth is simple. When money is printed faster than wealth is created, prices must rise to absorb the excess. Citizens become the shock absorbers of government mistakes. Governments respond with the same toolkit every time. Temporary cash handouts, subsidies, new taxes, more borrowing, more printing. Each fix creates new problems. Inflation cools, but debt rises. Prices slow, but never return to normal. Savings stabilize, but remain permanently weaker, and the cost of living resets to a higher plateau. The system doesn't reset. It ratchets upward. Every crisis becomes the foundation for the next one. Section 6. Modern parallels. Shocking data right now. Global debt is over $315 trillion. 60% of all dollars in existence were created in the last 10 years. Housing affordability is at a 40-year low, yet government officials call this normal. If history teaches one lesson, it's this. but the pattern never does. Conclusion: 3 takeaways. 1. Governments don't print wealth, they redistribute it. Value doesn't appear. It moves from citizens to the state. 2. Inflation isn't an accident, it's a policy. It is the hidden tax that keeps the system running. 3. Debt-based money guarantees future crises, because the system requires constant creation of new money to survive. Final warning is that most people never realize they're paying the cost. If you want more deep dives into the hidden mechanics of our financial system, the history behind today's economic traps, the patterns repeating right now, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a comment telling me which part of this cycle shocked you the most. Because understanding the system isn't just knowledge, it's financial survival.